Hi there, everyone. Today we're going to talk about finding percent of a number, but today we're going to use the visual model of a double number line. Yesterday we used bar models. Double number lines and bar models are super similar, and you might have noticed that they're pretty similar to the ratio tables we had been working on in school. So let's go ahead and see how the double number lines work. In the problem that you started off with this morning, you had 20% of Mr. Ramos's coin collection is silver. He has 200 coins. How many of these coins are silver? You can see that I have my number lines already pre-labeled. My first number line is labeled with the coins. My second number line is labeled with the percents. The next thing I'm going to do is start off right at the beginning of my number line. If I have 0 coins, I have 0% of the total. Now, in a normal ratio table or double number line situation, we would normally work our way from 0 up based off of the given ratio. Now we're going to work our way backwards just a little bit, sort of like we did yesterday for our bar model. We know that at the end of our number line, we want 100% of our coins accounted for, and we know that the total amount of coins in Mr. Ramos's collection is 200. So if he had 200 coins, he would have 100% of his coins. Now, where do we go from here? Similar to how we approached the problem yesterday, we want to think of what fraction is 20% equal to. Now, one of the numbers we saw a lot yesterday was 20% is equal to 1/5. This might be a fact you might want to have mastered. One of these percents is going to pop up a lot, and knowing the fraction percent conversion will be very handy. Now, knowing that 20% is 1/5, we know that we need 5 sections of our double number line. We're going to break 100 into 5 groups of 20. Another way we can look at that, the way we approached it yesterday, we could say 100 divided by 20 is 5. And again, that number 5 tells us that our number line needs to be divided into 5 pieces. So I'm going to go ahead first and label my percents. We need 20%. We have 40%, 60%, and we have 80%. Now we need to figure out what do the coin numbers equal to. So if we divided 100 by 20 to get 5 different sections, we could figure out how much are each of these sections worth by saying, well, what is 200 divided by 5? We know that 200 divided by 5 is equal to 40. So our coins are going to increase by 40. So if we have 20% of our coins is 40, our next group would be 80. Our next group would be 120. Our next group would be 160. And then to have 100% of our coins accounted for, we would need 200. Now, if we look at our double number line, our original question, he has 200 coins. How many of these coins are silver? If 20% are silver, and we can look very clearly at our double number line here and say 40 of Mr. Ramos's coins are silver. Example number 2. Ryan ate 25% of his Halloween candy in just one night. If he collected 80 pieces of candy, how many pieces of candy did he eat? Now, we want to approach this question the same way that we approached the other question. Let's first start with labeling our number line. I'll have percent be on the bottom, and I will have candy be at the top. We want to start again with 0% being 0 pieces of candy. We can start again at the end of our number line. We know that 100% of Ryan's candy was 80 pieces. Now, just the same as we did before, we can look at 25% as a fraction. And this might be another fraction percent conversion you already have mastered, but we know that 25% is equal to 1/4. That means we would break 100 into 4 groups of 25. If that isn't a fraction percentage conversion you have mastered, another way you can approach this is saying, well, how many pieces of 25 can go into 100? 100 divided by 25 equals 4. So we know our number line needs to be grouped in 4s. And I'll go ahead and label my percentages first. We would have 0%. Our next jump would be 25%. Adding another 25 would give us 50%, and then 75% to 100. Now we need to figure out how much is each of our groups of 80 worth. So we can take 1/4 of 80, or we could divide 80 by 4. 80 divided by 4 gives us 20. So we know each of our sections of our pieces of candy are going to increase by 20. So 20, 40, 60, and 80. Now if we're looking here, we can look very easily at our number line and say 25% of Ryan's candy was 20 pieces. So on that first night, Ryan ate 20 pieces of candy. Now, I hope that this helped. I think that you're ready to get started and try some problems on your own.